than malachite with lapis. Genuine lapis, genuine malachite, one of the most beautiful, gorgeous green stones on earth. It's always been a personal favorite of mine. It's brand new. A lot of you were already ordering this before we even got on air, Jay. People were finding this and saying, wait a minute, where did that come from?
Okay, well, actually what I did is I cheated a little bit here, and I'm mimicking Mother Nature.
Okay.
So what I did is I was playing with colors. Now, you're getting to see this. We really haven't put this out. This is the first time that we're showing this for the
Brand
event,
new.
right? So you're not, but where I got the idea, I have a friend of mine in Moab, Utah, and he has natural azurite malachite, right? But I really can't get in any kind of quantity. I love the look. I love the contrast between a really nice green malachite and high blue turquoise, or high blue lapis. So, which azurite is that high royal blue, like that bright blue. And then malachite. Now, the malachite that is in the azurite malachite's a little grainy and it doesn't really polish very well. So I was playing with these two materials and I was thinking, you know what? I've never done this. I've never combined these. And I don't know why, because in nature, it is a fabulous look. So what I've done is I've taken natural Congolese, really high-grade malachite in hand-cut beads, and I've combined it with this beautiful Afghani lapis. So it's lapis, high blue Afghani lapis from the Hindu Kush region of Afghanistan, and then this Congolese malachite, which I purchased. It's been in my collection for well over 15 years. I haven't seen any of the rough in years, like in a decade. I'm sure that it's still there. They're just not really mining it anymore. But this, of all the malachite you'll ever see in your life, I have material from Moab, malachite from Moab. I have material from Australia, malachite, and I have this Congolese material. If I laid them all three out, I'll guarantee you 100%. Everybody would go with the Congolese. It is. I'm not taking anything away from the others. It just does not have the same quality that the Congolese material. The Congolese material literally is the Rolls Royce of malachite. I mean, it is the top dog. It is the highest grade material that I've ever seen in my entire life. In 47 years, it's the highest grade malachite that money can buy.
It's so intense. It's so green. Look at the color of that green.
It polishes amazingly because it's not grainy, and it's also the color of the green, but it also has the striping, the striations in it.
It almost looks like a marble.
It's like a lacing, and it's just like a blue lace agate or whatever, but it's in the malachite, and that's what separates. That's what separates the Congolese material. That's how you can tell that it's Congolese material. And you used to see a lot of this. Look, in the 70s, early 80s, it was really out there. It was very predominant, right? And what happened in, what used to be the Belgian Congo, and now it's the Republic of Congo. But what happened, in all honesty, is they had an oil boom. That was the first. That was the first thing that happened. They had an oil boom. Well, all of the miners that were mining these kind of things, they all left. They, like, are you gonna keep mining malachite and things like that? Or are you gonna go make big money in the oil fields, right? So they all left. They went to the oil fields. Well, that went on for about a decade, and then that kind of started to peter out, and they actually started seeing materials again. And then they found gold. And you probably saw a lot of the reality shows. People don't realize that was in the Congo. That's a lot of the reality gold shows that were on TV. That was the Congo.
Gold hunters.
So then everybody left, and they all started mining gold or started working for people who had strikes. Especially the Chinese had a big. A lot of the gold mines were owned by big Chinese developers. So they went, and they were making big money, or they had their own strikes, their own finds, and they were mining gold. So they've really not, the gold things now kind of all fizzled out and petered out, but they still haven't gone back to mining materials. So this is a really, really
That's fascinating.
High-end, rare malachite. Like I said, it's the Beverly Hills of malachite, the Congolese material, and then this high blue Hindu Kush Afghani Lapis from the Hindu Kush region of Afghanistan, which, again, the rarity of that material. We were talking
Look
about
at those
this.
blues.
Well, we were talking about this previously.
I don't know if we have any of the matching cuffs
vent.
left, but there was
Okay.
a few of those lapis
Even
cuffs
just
we
like
had
this,
earlier.
this lapis, like I told you, we're already done the Tucson Gem event, January and February, which hopefully we're going to be working together, right?
I'm sure.
Okay, so for that event, I want you to think about new. Okay, I don't know, like if we got some lapis left over or something, strands or whatever, I don't know if we'll have anything. As far as I know right now, everything we're doing in lapis sold out. I'm just talking about what we made. I know what I did in lapis for January and February for the Tucson event because our buyer, she went, when I get it all laid out, she went, okay, where's the lapis? And I said, these two pieces. And she said, what? You know, like, because normally,
That's
you know, like
it?
when you have a show like that, it's 24 hours of programming over a 7-day period, right? You would have at least a
gotta have a
dozen
lot.
lapis pieces, right?
You gotta have
I
a
have
lot.
one bracelet, one cuff bracelet, and I have one pendant. That's it, new. And it's because I don't have the rough to burn. I'm not going to be cutting beads with what I've got left. So
speaking
if
of
you want
cuffs-
beads, this is the way to go.
Sorry, speaking of cuffs that's on the screen, it's a lapis that reverses to rhodochrosite. There's like a dozen of those left. I do have a new malachite cuff coming up. I'll be wearing that on my left hand. I do have a new malachite ring coming up. We have a malachite cross. Oh, here it's all stuck together. Hang on. So many gems, so little time. Just to give you an idea of why this is some of the most beautiful and gorgeous material in the world today. I stopped and my jaw dropped when I was in Tucson and I saw the malachite from the Congolese.
Oh, yeah, where they had the specimens?
Yeah, where they had the giant specimens. They were not selling beads. You couldn't buy a strand of beads. And if you could, certainly you would have to start with a very expensive strand. Jay does everything for us. He goes directly to the mine. He sources the stones. These are handmade. They are handcrafted. They are beautiful, gorgeous rounds. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, those are specimens.
Yeah.
And if I told you what those specimens cost, right?
Okay.
Now that was shot a few years ago, right? They've got people now that, in fact, that's all gone. I mean, you'll find just small, like they'll have maybe a half a dozen or a dozen specimens now of this malachite. But that is the Congolese material.
It's so beautiful. And you know what I love about malachite? It's such an earthy, kind of sensual green. And the fact that it already has these bands, it has these beautiful sort of swirling patterns to them.
It's the lacing.
Yeah, that
that's,
makes it
it makes it so different.
beautiful. And it really just, it goes perfectly with the lapis. Also, it's been prized since antiquity. Both of these stones have been found in Egyptian tombs. I know they even would grind up this fine pigment into an eyeshadow, both lapis and malachite. So these have been prized forever, and you're gonna own these two stones together in one necklace. It's only here as long as our quantities last, and they are going very, very quickly. We just launched this just a few moments ago. There's fewer than 500 of you that will have the opportunity to own this. It's also a nice classic kind of graduated strand, just like a strand of pearls. It'll go with everything in your wardrobe, anything green, anything blue, anything gray. You can even mix it up. Wear these with reds, wear these with pinks, wear these with purples, wear this with yellow, wear this with coral, wear this with the beautiful, gorgeous camel color. If you've got neutrals that you really want to pop, I love the matching earrings. Those are already going quickly, but already right out of the gate, we have an amazing piece. I've never seen you put these two stones together quite like this.
This is actually the very first time I did it. And like I said, I got the idea from Mother Nature. So it kind of knocked Mother Nature off, you know, like I don't know, I'll probably pay for that later on down the road in my life. But, you know, one of my favorite combinations, in fact, I've had a few things on air where I was using the Moab material, the azurite malachite. And that's how it naturally occurs, where you have blue azurite and a bright, vivid green malachite. I love that natural color combination. So I really, like I said, I do have some of that material, but it's very grainy. It really is very, very hard to polish. And so I thought, you know what? I still love that look So that's why I decided to use this really high-end Congolese material and that beautiful high-end Afghani lapis and combine them together.
Very affordable for what you're getting. And you've mentioned also lapis is getting harder and harder to get your hands on.
It's not harder and harder to get. You can't get it.
It's
you cannot get it. No, you can get, you cannot
and if
buy.
J. can't get it.
No, you can't. You know, there may be somebody else out there. If you, and I got to tell you this honestly, if you've got a source where you can sell it in major quantity, you know, you've got quantities. I'm not talking about 5 pounds, right? If you have a